Welcome back, my Conrad warriors, to the channel of Mindset. Today we're diving into the incredible life and timeless wisdom of Mahatma Gandhi, a man who changed the world with nothing but peace, courage, and compassion. From leading India's independence movement to inspiring millions worldwide, Gandhi's lessons on truth, nonviolence, and self-discovery still guide us today. So whether you're looking for motivation, life lessons, or just curious about this amazing leader, stick around, because Gandhi's story is one you don't want to miss. From spinning yarn to leading massive movements, Gandhi's life is full of powerful lessons, epic quotes, and some serious inspiration. So buckle up, because this isn't just history, it's a masterclass in courage, kindness, and changing the world, one peaceful step at a time. Let's jump right in. Here are his top 10 quotes. Number 1, be the change that you wish to see in the world. This quote encourages personal responsibility. Instead of waiting for others to fix the world's problems, we should embody the values and changes we want to see. If you want a kinder world, be kind. If you want honesty, be honest. Change starts from within. Neha, a college student in Mumbai, loved the beach. But over the years, she noticed that her favorite spot was getting dirtier. Plastic wrappers, bottles, straws were everywhere. She often complained to her friends, "Why doesn't the government do something about this? Why do people litter so carelessly?" Her friends agreed, shrugged, and went on with their lives. The realization. One day, Neha watched a video of a sea turtle struggling to breathe because a straw was stuck in its nose. She was heartbroken. Then came Gandhi's quote in the video, "Be the change that you wish to see in the world." Neha paused. She realized she used plastic bags and straws every day, even while complaining about pollution. The irony hit her hard. The change. Instead of blaming others, Neha decided to change herself first. She stopped using single-use plastics, switching to reusable bags and bottles. She started carrying her own tiffin box to college canteens. When one person changes sincerely, it creates a ripple. Like Neha, you might not clean the whole ocean, but you'll start cleaning your part of the shore. And that's how the world truly changes. Let me share with you 8 key tips on how to implement changes in your lives. Start with self-awareness. You cannot change what you do not acknowledge. Carl Jung. Reflect daily. What are your strengths, weaknesses, triggers? Journal your thoughts, choices, and emotions. Define the change you want. Be specific. Don't just say, "I want to be better." Say, "I want to become more patient," or "I want to stop procrastinating." Clarity fuels motivation. Break old patterns, one habit at a time. Focus on one small habit to change each month. E.g., instead of "I'll be healthier," start with "I'll walk 15 minutes every morning." Surround yourself with the right energy. You become like those you spend the most time with. Limit toxic environments and increase your time with people who reflect the values you want. Stay consistent, not perfect. Progress is better than perfection. Slip-ups are part of the journey. Don't quit, reset. Even 1% improvement daily compounds over time. Serve others without expectation. Real growth happens when you step outside yourself. Do kind deeds. Teach others what you're learning. This builds character and humility. Embrace solitude and stillness. Spend time alone to hear your inner voice. True change often requires breaking away from noise and distractions. Read, learn, and evolve daily. Feed your mind with books, teachings, and stories of transformation. Growth is a lifestyle, not a one-time decision. Number 2. The best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others. This quote means that when you help others selflessly, You often discover your true purpose, values, and strengths. Instead of focusing only on your own desires or struggles, serving others gives your life deeper meaning and clarity. For example, you feel lost in your career and personal life. Volunteering at a local shelter gives you meaning and direction. Here are 7 key tips on how we can help and serve. Key takeaways. You discover your strength when you lift others. You uncover your values by acting on them selflessly. You stop asking, "Who am I?" and instead start becoming someone who matters. Start with kindness in daily life. Smile, hold the door open, offer your seat. Ask people how they're really doing and listen. Even tiny acts of compassion create ripples. Help without expectation. Serve not to be thanked, but because it's the right thing. Do it quietly. Let your actions speak. True service is done in silence with no audience. Share your skills or time. Tutor a child, cook a meal, fix something for a neighbor. Volunteer, homeless shelters, elder care, animal rescue. Lift someone emotionally. Encourage someone who's down. Be a source of hope and positivity. Send a thoughtful message or check in on someone who's withdrawn. Be present for the lonely. Loneliness is one of the greatest silent sufferings. Visit someone who is elderly, sick, or grieving. Sometimes your presence is more powerful than your words. Serve through your work. Whatever your job is, do it with excellence and integrity. Help co-workers. Mentor someone. Improve systems that help others thrive. Give what you can. Donate clothes, food, or money if you're able. Support causes that align with your values. You don't have to give a lot, just give with heart. Number 3. An eye for an eye will only make the whole world blind. This means revenge causes more harm and never truly solves the conflict. For example, you are insulted by a colleague. You could respond with anger, but instead you stay calm and resolve the issue peacefully. My comrade warriors, avoiding retaliation diffuses tension. It does not make you weak, it makes you stronger. Forgiveness and communication bring real resolution. True strength lies not in revenge, but in restraint and moral courage. Let me share you a classic traditional story about the 2 wolves. A Cherokee elder told his grandson, "A fight is going on inside me," he said. "It is between 2 wolves. One is evil, anger, envy, revenge. The other is good, peace, compassion, forgiveness." The boy asked, "Which wolf will win?" The elder replied, "The one you feed. When we feed vengeance, we lose our humanity. But when we choose forgiveness, we restore peace." Here is a modern example. After Nelson Mandela was released from 27 years of imprisonment, many expected him to seek revenge. Instead, he led South Africa with reconciliation, not retaliation. He said, "Resentment is like drinking poison and then hoping it will kill your enemies." My comrades, here are some key takeaways. Justice should heal, not harm. Forgiveness isn't weakness, it's power over hate. Revenge may feel satisfying for a moment, but it leaves long-term wounds. True progress comes when we break the cycle. Number 4. Happiness is when what you think, what you say, and what you do are in harmony. This means you feel truly happy when your thoughts, words, and actions are aligned. There's no guilt, inner conflict, or pretending, just honesty with yourself and the world. My comrade warriors, true happiness isn't found in possessions, praise, or momentary pleasure. It's found in inner alignment, when your mind, words, and actions are united with your deepest values. If you think one thing, say another, and do something else, you create inner conflict. But when all 3 are in harmony, you experience peace, clarity, and joy. Let me share you a traditional story about the archer and the wind. A master archer trained for years, but in battle his arrows always missed. He asked a wise hermit, "Why do I fail?" The hermit replied, "Your hands shoot, but your mind doubts and your heart fears. When your thoughts, words, and actions move as one, you will hit the mark, and your soul will be at peace." Modern example. Imagine someone who believes in sustainability, talks about saving the planet, but lives wastefully. That internal misalignment breeds guilt. Contrast that with someone like Jane Goodall, her thoughts about protecting nature, her voice advocating for it, and her lifelong actions all align. That harmony becomes a source of deep, enduring happiness. Here are 5 key tips. Know your core values. Take time to ask, what do I truly believe in? Whether it's honesty, kindness, or discipline, clarity of values is the foundation for inner peace. Speak with integrity. Let your words reflect your beliefs. Don't say things just to please others or fit in. Speak the truth gently but firmly. Act on what you believe. Don't just talk about change. Live it. If you believe in kindness, practice it. If you value health, take action daily. Alignment comes through consistent behavior. Do regular self-check-ins. Ask yourself, am I living in alignment today? Journaling or quiet reflection can help you adjust course when your actions drift from your intentions. Let go of external approval. Don't betray your truth to be liked. Happiness grows when your actions match your soul, not society's expectations. Number 5. You may never know what results come of your actions, but if you do nothing, there will be no result. This quote reminds us that taking action matters even if we can't see the full outcome. You might not see the fruit of your effort immediately or ever, but if you choose inaction, you guarantee failure or stagnation. Progress only comes when we move, try, and dare. Let me share with you a traditional story, the bamboo and the oak tree. A man planted bamboo and watered it every day. For 5 years, nothing grew. Frustrated, he nearly gave up. But in the 6th year, it suddenly shot up 80 feet in weeks. Why? It was growing roots the whole time. The lesson? Just because you don't see results doesn't mean your effort is wasted. A modern example. Rosa Parks couldn't have known that refusing to give up her seat would ignite the civil rights movement. One quiet action sparked generations of change. Here are 5 tips to apply. This quote, take small actions daily. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Detach from outcomes. Do your best without obsessing over results. Trust the process. What you sow today may bloom tomorrow, or in someone else's life. Silence self-doubt. Fear of failure is worse than failure itself. Keep moving forward. Inaction is the only guaranteed defeat. My Conrad warriors, you don't need to be certain of success before acting. Even small acts of kindness, courage, or effort can lead to powerful change, often in ways you can't predict. But if you do nothing out of fear or doubt, nothing will change at all. Take the step. The result may surprise you. Number 6. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. This quote teaches balance between urgency and patience. Live boldly and presently. Cherish each moment. Take risks. Say what matters. Life is fragile and tomorrow isn't promised. Learn endlessly. Stay curious. Keep growing. Feed your mind and soul as if you'll need wisdom for eternity. It's a call to live fully and grow continually. Traditional story. The old sage and the apple tree. An old man was planting an apple tree when someone laughed. Why bother? You won't live to eat the fruit. The sage smiled and replied, I'm planting not for myself, but for those who come after me. He lived each day with purpose, and every day he learned something new. believing wisdom should outlast the body. Modern example. Steve Jobs said, "Remembering that you are going to die is the best way I know to avoid the trap of thinking you have something to lose." He lived urgently, but also learned obsessively, driven by innovation and curiosity. 5 tips to live and learn by this. Quote, "Do what matters today. Tell people you love them. Start that project. Take the leap. Let go of regrets. Live like each day is a final chapter worth remembering. Never stop learning. Read, reflect, ask questions. Stay humble. Balance action with growth. Don't just chase goals. Evolve with them. Leave a legacy. Use what you learn to serve and uplift others." My Conrad warriors, this quote encourages you to embrace life fully and urgently, like tomorrow isn't promised, but also to never stop learning, because knowledge and growth are lifelong journeys. Life is unpredictable. Don't delay learning and growth. Even small steps forward bring fulfillment. Number 7. The weak can never forgive. Forgiveness is the attribute of the strong. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. It's a test of inner strength. It takes great courage to let go of resentment, to rise above vengeance, and to choose peace over pride. Weakness holds grudges. Strength sets the soul free. Traditional story, the warrior and the monk. A fierce samurai once insulted a humble monk, trying to provoke him. But the monk remained calm. The warrior asked, "Why don't you respond with anger?" The monk replied, "If someone offers you a gift and you do not accept it, to whom does the gift belong?" "Still the giver," said the samurai. "Exactly," the monk smiled. "I do not accept your anger." Forgiveness is choosing not to carry the weight someone else throws at you. 5 tips to practice. Forgiveness. Acknowledge the pain. Don't pretend it didn't hurt. Name it, feel it. Understand the cost of holding on. Bitterness poisons the soul. Separate the person from the act. Hate the behavior, not the human. Forgive for your sake, not to excuse them, but to set yourself free. Repeat if needed. Forgiveness is not always one moment, it's a process. My Conrad warriors, forgiveness isn't weakness, it's emotional strength. It's not about excusing the past, but choosing peace over pain. Number 8. In a gentle way, you can shake the world. Power doesn't always roar. Sometimes it whispers and still transforms everything. This quote teaches that true impact doesn't require aggression, dominance, or loudness. With patience, conviction, and quiet strength, even gentle actions can move nations and hearts. Gentleness isn't weakness. It's focused strength with compassion. Traditional story, the silent flame. In a kingdom where warriors were celebrated, a soft-spoken healer saved hundreds during a plague. The king said, "You wield no sword, yet you've done more than my army." The healer replied, "The fire that warms also protects. You don't need to burn to shine." Modern example. Martin Luther King Jr. led with love and nonviolence. He faced hatred with calm, marched with dignity, and his gentle power shook the conscience of a nation and the world. 5 tips to shake the world gently. Lead by example. Let your actions reflect peace, humility, and purpose. Speak with compassion. Words have power. Use them to heal, not harm. Stand firm, stay calm. Gentle doesn't mean passive. Be steady in your truth. Serve others selflessly. Impact lives with small, daily acts of kindness. Be consistent in values. Quiet persistence often changes more than sudden noise. My Conrad warriors, you don't need to be loud, aggressive, or forceful to make a big impact. Even small, kind, and peaceful actions, when done with purpose, can create powerful change. You don't need to roar like a lion to be heard. Sometimes a whisper with the right message can cause an earthquake. Even quiet voices can create powerful change. Kindness and courage go further than force. Number 9. Live as if you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. This timeless quote captures two essential principles for a meaningful life. Live fully, make each day count. Speak your truth, love boldly, chase your dreams. Life is fragile and tomorrow is not guaranteed. Learn endlessly, never stop growing. Your body may age, but your mind and spirit should keep expanding as if you had eternity ahead. It's about urgency in action and infinity in learning. Traditional story, The Two Gardens. A master took his student to two gardens. One was lush but unchanging. The other was smaller but always growing. The master said, "The first is the life lived with routine and no reflection. The second, though imperfect, thrives because it changes daily. A truly rich life is lived with vibrancy today and growth for all your tomorrows." Modern example. Malala Yousafzai was nearly killed for pursuing education. After surviving, she said, "One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." She lives each day with urgency but continues to learn as if her purpose will last forever. 5 tips to apply. This quote: take action today. Say what matters. Do what you've been putting off. Practice gratitude daily. Appreciate the present moment deeply. Read and reflect often. Feed your mind as much as your body. Stay curious. Never assume you've arrived. Every person and day has something to teach. Leave a legacy. Let your daily actions and learning build something that lasts beyond you, my comrade warriors. This quote encourages a balanced life. Live fully and fearlessly, making the most of each day as if it were your last. At the same time, never stop learning, growing, and improving as if you had all the time in the world. To live a meaningful life, embrace each day as if it were your last. Spend time with loved ones, take risks, express gratitude, and pursue what truly matters to you. At the same time, commit to lifelong learning. Read, explore new skills, stay curious, and grow your mind as if you had a lifetime ahead. This mindset helps you live with urgency without regret, and learn with patience without limits. The key is balance. Live fully but keep learning constantly. That's how you grow wiser and make every day count. Number 10. Where there is love, there is life. This quote means that love gives life its true meaning, energy, and joy. In any place where love exists, whether between people, in communities, or in actions, there's a sense of hope, connection, and vitality. Without love, life may exist biologically, but it feels empty. After his wife passed away, Mr. Sharma, an elderly man, lived alone and rarely smiled. His days were quiet and life felt dull. One day, his neighbor's young daughter, Anya, started visiting him after school, asking him to tell stories. Slowly, he began looking forward to her visits, baking her cookies and even gardening again. Those small acts of love and connection brought color back into his life. What once felt like just existing became living again, all because of the love shared between two people of different generations. 5 ways to bring love into life. Start with kindness. A kind word or act breathes life into someone's day. Love yourself first. When you nourish your soul, you radiate love outward. Forgive often. Letting go of bitterness makes room for peace. Serve others. Love is action, not just feeling. Lift others where you can. Speak and act with heart. Whether at work or home, lead with compassion. Gandhi's words weren't just meant to be remembered, they were meant to be lived. In a world full of noise, anger, and division, his wisdom reminds us that peace, truth, and love are the strongest forces we have. So today, live with purpose, serve with humility, and remember, true strength lies in forgiveness, quiet action, and unwavering compassion. If these words moved you, share them. Let the ripple of wisdom grow. And as Gandhi once said, in a gentle way, you can shake the world. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe to see more content. Thank you for watching. Stay awakened and keep walking the path of truth.